There's a lot of really beautiful things going on right now in the greenhouse here and getting towards late April. These plants are growing, they're thriving, and they're totally beautiful. The Claytonia is blooming, so you can see the blooms on those. They have that perfectly round leaf with the little white flowers on the inside that open. The pansies are growing beautiful. The hairy vetch is growing glorious. It hasn't bloomed yet. I haven't seen a bloom. The transplants are growing pretty good. So we've got the transplants here. They're getting big, and we could put these in the ground anytime. I planted some nasturtiums, which are a really fun flower. So those will be planted. And then we have a daffodil in here that's growing. So that's awesome. And that was one of the ones that we planted in previous videos that you just recently saw. And it's growing and thriving. It came up and bloomed really quickly. We have the compost going here in this bed here, and it's doing good. I've been throwing some old cardboard in that I've found. The flowers in here from the plants are doing really good from that Chinese cabbage. So this is Napa cabbage, all these yellow flowers. This is what it looks like when it goes to seed. I'm not going to save seed from this because it will take too long to dry out and to germinate, and I need to be growing more food in here. But the reason I'm letting it flower is because they're good to eat. So we can pick those flowers off and eat them. That entire top flower bud right here, you would pick it off like this, and you can eat that. It's very, very yummy. Very healthy and good. So that's thriving. The green onions over here, I might let those go to seed and save a crop of green onion seed, because they're doing really good. So there's the flowers on those guys. So if we can get a good pollination on those, that'll be awesome. I haven't seen any insects awake yet to come and help pollinate, but so that's too bad. We need more of those guys. Now behind them on this other row, let me get over here where we can see it. On that bed number 1, the strawberry flowers are blooming like crazy. Now these are about a month behind. Last year in March they were starting to do this, but it's been much colder this year. But you can see all of those flowers. But the cold weather will slow things down for sure. The lettuces are doing awesome. We've been having a lot of great big green salads. Those have been growing really beautiful. So that has been great. The stone wall is growing good. We have the perennial Welch onions that are growing over here, and they're doing fine. The peas are blooming up here in the stone wall. Let me get a close-up of that for you. So right there is the pea plant, and as we go up, there's the flowers right there, those white flowers right in the center of the screen. So the peas are blooming, and they will be creating a pretty awesome pea crop for us because I have peas all over the place. There's actually a pea pod, so this is already germinated. I'm gonna zoom up on that for you. So there's a pea pod ready to eat. So we have an amazing amount of food in here. Everything on this wall is edible. So there's a lot of good edible foods in here. There's edible weeds and edible things like cultivated things that we eat, and there's some grasses that are starting to bloom real well. So right there, see those grass seeds? I got to get those out in the next few days, because if those seeds hit the ground, then we have a weed problem, and we do not want a weed problem. Hopefully this helps you to look around your greenhouse and see what's growing in middle of April.